Hey guys, and welcome to Silpada Saturdays. I am being hosted by my fabulous sister Maria, so enjoying her dining room view. I'm still going to take you on a tour of her garden, but let's get started with this show or show. Gosh. Silpada is nickel-free and cobalt-free, ships to Canada. It's clean, it's white, it's bright, it's beautiful, and I get paid. That's the best part. If you go to go.silpada.com/Antonella, once you go through that link, I get paid, whether you pick up things in the show or not, and you search other things. So let's get started right away because it's really a dynamite show. I want to start with this bolo bracelet. It's just a little bit of bling, not a whole lot, but just a fabulous circle of bling. All of the cubic zirconia is bezel set inside of that circle, and then there's one large one that is bezel set, and then it's all chained till you get down to the bolo. And the bracelet measures 9¼ inches in circumference, but of course you can make it any length that you want. Now I always talk about bolos being a fabulous investment because you can use them as space keepers if you are a stacker like me, meaning I love to stack bracelets and I always end up buying the same length bracelet, an 8-inch bracelet. Well, they don't stack well when you do that. It's super nice to be able to have bracelets of different sizes that fit comfortably, of course. So a bolo is always going to do that for you. This is on 4 payments of $14. It's called the Many Moons Bolo Bracelet. Done with sterling silver, and then it features a 1.2 millimeter, 4 millimeter round cubic zirconia. And again, it does measure 9¼ inches, all sterling silver. Just a pretty little punch of sparkle, of glitz, for that everyday feel. That is item number B5200CZ9, 4 payments of $14, or you order it by saying Many Moons Bolo Bracelet. That's usually easier, I think, than the item number anyway. All right, so the next ring that I want to do is this one right here. We'll get to this one, but just to look up, like we're talking, just a little bit of bling for the day. It looks like 3 stack rings, but it's really one ring. They all come together at the bottom of the shank, but then you see that trinity of bands that splashes out. And then you have all those beautiful cubic zirconia. This is called the Rose of Sparkle ring. Our 6808 CZ8 sizes 5 to 11 on this. And I just want to say this too. I love that Silpada has multiple sizes. You walk into a brick and mortar store, guess what? They're going to have one size. Usually it's a size 6 or a size 7. They may have both, but that's it. You're not going to find sizes 5 through 11 on this. It's 4 payments of $17, and it measures, let me grab my ruler here real quick. It measures 3/4 inch from side to side, and then up and down you're at about 1/2 inch. The profile on this is pretty nice. It's not flat, so it really has a little bit of an elevated bloom to the sterling silver and the bands. And you see that they're almost like a bamboo style. So they're not this pretty perfect little circly band. They really have a flowing sparkle of stone. And then they have the bamboo in the sterling silver that really looks like a bar or a bridge on it. And it's super comfortable. So you get that sparkle, you get that comfort and that breathability because you see that it's opened in between each one of those quote unquote bands with it. And it does have a layered look to it, and it's still substantial without being in your way because the stones are actually tension set. And what I mean by that is if you look close, see this band and this band, that is a tension setting, and then you have another tension setting going north to south. So it's a really dynamite ring, and we're talking about 4 payments of $17. Here's the thickness of it. So there's a lot of precious metal. There's the inside of it and the inside of the band itself. That's called the Rose of Sparkle ring. One of my favorites out there are 6808 CZ8, 4 payments of $17, and sizes 5 to 11 on that. So let's do this necklace real quick. This is called the Most Clever Pendant Necklace. And it's actually, I'll start with the specs first. It's an 18-inch box chain with a 2-inch extender, so it'll go all the way to 20 inches for you. You got lots of adjustability. But it has 1, 2, 3, 4 5 pendants all on it. That it kind of changes its look with every little movement that you make. So when you look at this, now I'll take this off so you can see it better, but it's 4 payments of $19. Item number N2911. Let me get this off real quick. There's the extender, nice large lobster claw clasp on it. But the charms on it are really cool. They're all different. So let me start over here, and they're separated with barrels of actual like enhancer tops to it. So this one is a larger one. It's all hammered, and it's an open circle. The next one looks as if it was cut out from it. And you see the bail on it. It's almost like a barrel. So it really keeps its space, if you will. Nice strong box chain. Box chain is one of the top 3 strongest chains. You've got box chain, you've got the Figaro, and you've got the rope. Those are the 3 strongest chains out there. So the middle one is like a coin that's been hammered, and it's the same on the front as it is on the back. Nice and thick too. The next one again is open, but this one is more oval in shape. And then the next one is open, and it's smaller than the first one, but thicker around the walls. And then the last one, again, looks as if it could fit inside of one of those, and it's a bit smaller than the last one. And they just look very fun and shiny as if you collect them. The dangle is so pretty, as you saw on me. 4 payments of $19 on this item number N2911. Most clever pendant necklace. That's dynamite. Okay, let's keep going. We got more for you. I want to do that ring that you saw next to the Rose of Sparkle ring. And it's just a classic. It's a wide band cigar. It does have a little bit of doming to it. Surprisingly comfortable as you wear this. This is item number R65438. It's called the Cigar Cuff Ring, and it's one of those that, as you see me spinning it on my hand, it's always face up beautiful. So you're not looking at the back end of a ring, an empty shank of a ring. It's always face up beautiful. This is on 4 payments of $20, and it has sizes 5 through 11 on it. If you're a half size up on this. Yeah, actually they're saying consider sizing up one size with this one, just because they've had reviews of a snug fit. And just know if you go too high, you can always go to the next finger. But as far as the ring measures, let's do that real quick so we can see that this is coming in. Oh, what side of the roller is that? So I know. Okay. This is coming in at about 3/4 of an inch, and then up and down on it. I mean, it's 1/2 inch wide. But like I said, it has a rise on it. It's not flat to the finger. And take a look inside as you'll see how it's fully finished. This is a solid piece. So when I do the Antonella pinch test and you see my fingers turn white, and it doesn't go out of round. And I like this on multiple fingers. So I think it's super awesome on a middle finger, ring finger we saw. I would like to even see this on an index finger if you wanted to. That would be dramatic as a pinky ring. But very high polished, very clean, very simple, never going to go out of style. 4 payments of $20 are 65438. You know what? That's an investment piece that you pay that money. You have a great solid ring, and you know you're going to wear it for the rest of your life. It'll be an heirloom piece. People know you buy it. You know, they'll, say, oh, that was, Aunt Sue's ring, or that was grandmom's ring, because they'll remember that. Because it's just easy to wear, and you wear it every day, and it goes with everything. Just a classic. So since we're on high polished, I wanted to do the next bangle. It's called On the Square Bangle Bracelet. And it's a slip-on, and I have what I always call big man hands. So if I can get it on, you can definitely get it on. This one's made in Italy. So, according to the World Gold Council, the Italians are #1 in the world for jewelry. Now, I'll tell you, the Turks are known for their wraps, their Byzantines, wovens. So they are #1. Turkey is #1 in the world for Byzantines and woven. Peru is #1 in the world for ropes, but everything else, the Italians own it. They just get multiple awards. World Gold Council deems them as #1 in the world in jewelry making and industry, in the technique and the craftsmanship and in the innovation, all of that. So this is called On the Square Bangle Bracelet, made in Italy, 4 payments of $13. It measures 7.5 inches in length, but like I said, my man hands get into it quite easily, and I'll slip it on again for you. The item number is B514875, and I'm just going to slip into it. And I just thought it looked, I'll go all the way for you here so you can see. I thought it looked so sharp with that band ring that we just did and these earrings that are going to be coming up. In other words, they're all three of these are super high polished. They have that bright white Silpada look to them that is unmistakable. Item number B514875, On the Square Bangle Bracelet, 4 payments of $13. Just different. If you're a bangle girl and everything is either round or oval or a little of both. I didn't know if a square bangle would look cool, but actually if you look at me, look, I'm square. This is a straight line. This is a straight line. This is a straight line. It just makes sense, it seems. And it's super comfortable to wear. Not a lot of table banging with it, if you know what I mean, when you wear a lot of bangle bracelets. And it seems to play well with everything else. On the Square Bangle Bracelet, loving that one. Don't forget, made in Italy. Why buy something from number 2, number 3, number 4, I'm not even ranked in the world, when you can get number 1 in the world, Italy. These two necklaces, I love how they kind of worked so well with each other. This one is Captain Chris's pick of the show, Bubby's pick of the show. But we're going to talk about this necklace first. It is the expression. It's called the Expressions necklace. Look at that. That's a solid bar that's almost in a softened chevron shape. 4 payments of $17. The chain measures 18 inches, but you've got an additional 2-inch extender on that for adjustability. So this will go all the way to 20 inches. It's actually designed by the artisan. I want to make sure I say this right. Verzasca in Israel. I'm sure I killed that, but I'm sorry. So the Israeli designers, what I find so interesting about them is they never try to do what's big in the world. They really design with blinders on. They design from their heart, from their soul. They never copycat. They never try to do what everyone else is doing or put a spin on it. That is one of the things I have so much respect for with the Israeli designers. And as you look at this, you have this beautiful kind of twisted, organic, watery, solid bar in, like I said, a softened chevron. And then you have the chain. There's your large lobster claw clasp and then your 2-inch extender on it. What I loved is how it framed Bubby's pick of the show. Alone, it's beautiful as well, but I just thought it was fabulous in framework. Also, the fact that you can go ahead and clip an enhancer onto that and it becomes yet another look. So it's almost like a base in your wardrobe, and then you add onto it with enhancers if you want to, and you can because it's strong and it's a solid piece. Again, called the Expressions necklace, 4 payments of $17, item number N2970. I'm just going to put that aside so you guys can admire Bubby's pick. He loves when you guys talk about his pick. So let's talk about these earrings, because I was saying about, you know, that high polished look, that fresh, clean look. And what I'll do is I'll take one of these off. They're called the Vintage Duo J-hoop earrings. They're 4 payments of $29. And let me take you up close. See what I mean? Look at how fresh and clean it is. Even on the inside, they're not hollowed out or canaled out. They're fully finished, wet and watery and hammered looking. The Vintage Duo drop earrings, same on both sides. Excellent show of quality and craftsmanship when it really looks more like a piece of art that, oh, by the way, you can wear it as a piece of jewelry. E5948. Now let's talk about that short item number. That tells you that these have been around for a while, and the fact that they have not been retired or been replaced is because they're always so popular. 4 payments of $29. Let's get a measurement on these. You're coming in at the drop. Wait, I thought I had that right. There it is. The drop is 1 3/8 inches. And then from side to side, you're reaching for that 3/4 of an inch mark. But you look at them, and I always talk about a hoop, you know, being playful, being fun, being jazzy, but sometimes, and hoops are my go-to, But sometimes you want to elevate. You know, you have a business meeting, you're going to a formal event, there's a wedding, whatever, and you just don't feel like a hoop is going to elevate your look enough. So what you could do to still stay in your comfort zone, which is the hoop shape, elongate that hoop, bring it into almost an oval, and all of a sudden it becomes more sophisticated, a little more dressy, not as, you know, jazzy and playful that a round big hoop is. So you notice that, but they really do have a little bit more of an elevated look. The Vintage Duo J hoop, 4 payments of $29, E5, 948. Okay, let's do this one next. It's called the Crystal Healing Ring. It's just a simple, easy piece to pick up. Do not be fooled by one, the size, and B, the price, and thinking, oh, this is, you know, probably not all that good a quality. It sure is. And here it is on your screen right now. And it's just a gentle flow of cubic zirconia that comes down. And then it's just a band, right? And then you have just a little kind of lightning bolt of cubic zirconia. It's about 1/16 of an inch in width, sizes 5 to 11. If you want to get a couple, it's smart too, because you can use these as guard rings, or you can use them to stack, because they're $25 and you can get them in multiple sizes. So let me do this. I'm going to take this ring that we did, and I'm just going to add it, right? And it gives it just a little push. So if you have a ring at home that you just, you know, you like it, but you're a little bored with it, you buy 2 guard bands or just one, and you can add one on one side, one on the other, and all of a sudden, zhuzh, it's a brand new look. And you can use them. They're a playground piece. You can use them all through your jewelry box in a lot of different ways. And it's affordable too. So let me just kind of slip this one off so you can see it. When I said don't be fooled by the price or the size, it's substantial. And what I mean by that is it's a cast piece. That means it's solid silver. They cut out the frame of it. They literally pour solid silver into it, molten sterling silver, easy for me to say, and they cool it down. So it's not hollowed down. It's not like flimsy. It's a very substantial piece. And you can see that on the profile when we look at the band and the shank itself. There's that lightning bolt of the Crystal Healing Ring. Just super easy, dainty, beautiful, feminine to wear. Sizes 5 to 11, and that is $25. That's an easy pickup. You know what I've done before too? I'll just do this real quick for you. When I say it's a playground piece, you know the necklace that we did from Israel with that bar? So you take, I'll just take that ring and do that with it, right? Or put other ones on. I've also taken it and watch this too. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I do love to just play with my jewelry. Take an earring, right, that you have, and it can be any kind of earring. Slide this on and look at what happens to the earring and the look now. When I say that these are playground pieces, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And I think one of the reasons why I am drawn to jewelry so much is because there's no rules. Unlike so many other things, there's lots of rules. But look at what I just did. Look at that. So you can take any hoop earring, any post and butterfly, whatever you want, and you turn this into something else when you're not wearing it as a ring. Get 2 of them. You can use it as ring guards. You can use it to zhuzh up a ring that you already have. You can put it on your earrings. You can put it on your necklaces. They're a go-to. Easy. All right. Oh, the Luminary bracelet. This one is tanzanite. And let me pull this up forward. I do have quite a few bracelets on now, don't I? Just noticed that. You're probably going, you just now figuring that one out, Antonella. I got you. I got you. All right, this is going to be tanzanite and silver. And it's a 3-strand. And you're going to have the paper clip links to it. So when you look at this, this is the bracelet. Okay? And it comes together here with that lobster claw clasp and 2 nice large open rings. But here's the tanzanite, and then you have the paper clip and the beads and the balls, and it's all one bracelet. But it really looks like, you know, you're a pretty good, you know, you really put things together well, as maybe a jewelry designer would. 4 payments of $30, and think about that for 3 bracelets. When you break down the price, it's called the Luminary bracelet, B5235M175. It's a 7.5 inch, and keep in mind too that When we talk about tanzanite, it's only mined in one place, Tanzania. The mine is almost completely depleted, and they've not found more tanzanite anywhere else. So it really is I think the gemstone was found in 1967, but I'm not sure. I'm going to double check that for you. But it's really, you know, at some point there will be no tanzanite to be had. So to own a little tansy in your jewelry box as a treasure is fabulous. 4 payments of $30. The Luminary bracelet, item number B5235M175. So right next to it, you might have noticed a little bit of a darker bracelet. And I'm going to bring this closer because you know how I like to compare back-to-back pieces. And this one has lapis lazuli in it. So let's push tanzanite back some, and we're going to take a look at the lapis. Now, this is actually aquamarine. This is the bracelet. It's, gosh, 1, 2, 3 strands again, right? Is it 3 or 4? It's 3. And you have lapis lazuli, which is a beautiful rich denim, and it's blue. Some lapis I've seen is like a gray blue or a dirty blue. It just, you know, it almost looks black, but this is lapis lazuli, so it's a bright, beautiful blue. You also have beads of aquamarine in there, and aquamarine is in the same family as morganite, aquamarine, and morganite, aquamarine. Oh, I'm losing it. Wow. Anyway, it's they're more rare to get and more expensive. B4930M175. This is called the Azurro bracelet, Azzuro. It's 7.5 inches, but it's really generous, I have to say. And then the third link on this has these just beautiful little dangling shields of silver. They're like paillettes, and they just glitter and sparkle, and it's just such a magnificent bracelet to look at when you're saying, oh, is she layering, or does she have 2 lapis bracelets, or does she have, you know, an aquamarine bracelet? It's just so pretty. And then you have solid beads or bars of sterling silver that are strung in between the beads, the aquamarine, and the lapis lazuli. So I just like how it did look with the tanzanite as well. Oh, I should put that other ring on. Where is it? Let me see. I'm going to put this one on because it's so good. Oh, and also because we're doing it next. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, my word. And I love it with the colors, greens and blues and turquoise. This is called Fresh Beginnings ring. The camera's not doing it justice at all. The green is a lot brighter that you're seeing there. It's a green cubic zirconia, but it's really meant to look like the finest peridot that's out there. It's called Fresh Beginnings ring, R6895CZ8. 4 payments of $24, sizes 5 through 10. I would size up on this because it's a wide saddle bar here. The ring actually measures 3... Hang on. Why can't I get this right? There it is. That's what I want, I think. The ring actually measures 3/4 of an inch from side to side. And then up and down, you're talking about, that's not right. You're talking about 3/4 of an inch. Here's the height on it with the stone. You're at about 1/4 of an inch going up. Let me take this off so you can see it a little bit better, but that is a 12 millimeter by 10 millimeter green cubic zirconia. And then when you look at this, you have very thick prongs. And then you have this open gallery that just twists and turns in a very organic way. Here is the saddle ring portion of it. This is high polish with slight hammering. And then you almost have, again, chevron flanks on both sides, and then a polished lip that sweeps up. Here's the inside of the ring, and it's very comfortable to wear. Would love that on a middle finger. And just to have on, it's springy, it's fun. I could see this in winter, spring, summer, and fall because of the color of it. So you have the bright beautifulness of the sterling silver and then the earthy green of that cubic zirconia. That is our 6895CZ8, and it's 4 payments of $24, sizes 5 through 10. Fresh Beginnings ring. That's really pretty too. Hope you guys are enjoying this. All right, say goodbye to these. I'm going to switch into a different pair of earrings. Okay, these are sterling silver, and they actually they have 4mm round turquoise beads on them. And I think last week I did a black pair, an onyx pair just like this. But I figured that since we're doing the turquoise bracelet and we're doing a little bit of the tansy, I did want to bring these up for you guys to take a look at as we go through this. Now, the tansy we already did. The next piece we're going to do, but how pretty is that? And that's the earring. These are item number E5820TQ, and they're called the Sea Drop earring. Let me show you how they just hoop on there, and then they have a elongated shepherd's hook that, thank you, right there, clips into that hook. So they stay nice and safe and secure. Those are 4mm round turquoise beads that you're seeing. They're $45, and they measure on the drop. You're coming in at 1 3/4 inches, and then they're about 3/16 of an inch from side to side. They have a little silver bead at the top, at the middle, and then at the bottom. But then, and one of them is round, one of them is barrel shaped, very organic looking, but a great way to kind of bring in, you know, some color, bring in like a hoop look without hooping out. Do you know what I mean? because it's not fully rounded. You see that? It's almost like a paperclip shape, but elongated. And so it really has a fresh look to it. Those are the Sea Drop earrings. They do, to me, look like the Caribbean waters that we were just in. $45 on that E5820TQ. Let's do the bracelet. And I know I said that it was turquoise, but it's actually not turquoise. It's natural jasper. And it has such a beautiful color to it that reminds me so much of the Sleeping Beauty turquoise. But it's not Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's not even turquoise. It's natural jasper that you're seeing there. And you've got 14 karat gold plating, bars that are squared off that shimmer and catch the light. You also have the 14 karat gold over sterling silver lobster claw with it. This is called the Harmonious Zen bracelet, 4 payments of $23. Lots of gold on that. Lots of natural gemstone B5133Y JP75. And I loved it with the tanzanite, little bit of blue, little bit of purple. And then you have these earrings. Love it. B5133. YJP75, the Harmonious Zen bracelet. I think, yeah, we only have 2 more items. Okay, I'm going to take these earrings out, and I know that we talked a little bit about that green ring, and what I want to do is bring these earrings into play because I love the green, fresh green look on these. These are called the Verzasca earrings. I know I'm killing that name. I'm absolutely killing that. Verzasca. Item number E5029GQ. 4 payments of $18 on these. That's natural green quartz. This is also from a designer in Israel. The artisan is Sylvie Rosenfeller. And again, the designers in Israel constantly blow me away with the newness that they bring to pieces, because that's very difficult to do with jewelry, to continually create new because, you know, everything has just kind of been there, done that for a gazillion years, marking to like the beginning of time. Jewelry was around in one way or another. And to keep trying to be innovative and think of a new design, or a new feel or a new vibe, that's difficult to do. And yet Israel does it over and over again. Oh, jeez, I love those. Let me bring you back up close and we'll measure these for you so you can see the drop. They're like a soft green quartz, just very complimentary on everybody. On the drop, you're about 1 7/8 inches, about half an inch from side to side, but you've got the elongated shepherd's hook. You've got the lock on that, as you can see. And then you have a plaque where rising out of it in a bezel setting is going to be natural green quartz. Then you have another plaque that dangles off of that, and that has all been kind of etched and beautifully motifed into the sterling silver. And then lastly, you have a bezel set gemstone again of the natural green quartz. Here's the back of the earrings. You can see the openness and the gemstone there. These have wonderful movement to them and dangle, as you can see those on the ear. I'm going to put the other one on for you so you can see it. See two on at once. These are so pretty. You'll get so many compliments off of it because it's a squared off shape. You don't get to see that often, you know, squared off shape and this color and a natural gemstone. So you have all these great things going for it. 4 payments of $18 on this, and the item number is E5029GQ. And I'll spell the name again if that's the way that you like to search for your items. It's kind of hard to see with my backdrop there, but it does go beautiful with the garden, right? Verzasca earrings. All right, last item, Bubby's pick of the show. You guessed it, the necklace. And he says, and I quote, "This really is a great necklace for everyday wear, especially if you like shiny." That's so me. This is called the Etrani necklace. 4 payments of $17. It is N4999165. And it's 12 and a half inches long, right? But it has a 4-inch extender. So it's going to be able to go to 16 inches. And it's made in Italy. But you got to see this up close. Let me take it off for you. Just amazing how the Italians made this type of a link. And I'm going to, hold on, here we go. It's like it's like a popcorn chain. Can you see that? Because it will kind of do this accordion look. But there are all of these like flatter surfaces that gather the light, but yet it's round. It's rounded with flat surfaces. The chain alone is just dynamite. There's the extender on it. Here's the bead. They put one solitary bead on it that will just move up and down. Won't come off on either end of it. So it remains stable. And the necklace is chunky enough that if you wanted to add a pendant to it or something else, you can, but it certainly is all on its own. So beautiful. 4 payments of $17. The Etrani necklace, Atrani necklace, N4999165, and that is made in Italy and Bubby's pick of the show. Don't forget to order. You go to go.silpada.com/Antonella, and you can choose any of the items in the show, or by their name or by their item number that I gave you. Or you can search anything in the entire site, and I'll still get credit because you went through that link, go.silpada.com/Antonella. Okay, you guys, that's it for me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps me out a lot. Bye-bye.